Mr. May, how we doing this week? Another Victory Monday. Feeling good?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got to get back. Quick turnaround.
Absolutely. But looking at yesterday, I wanted to start with how you're feeling, because I don't need to tell you that Vita Vea is a big dude, and he obviously got at least one good lick on you after one of your throws. Just how are the hits going? How you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. That's part of it. Trying to stand and make some throws, but I feel good, and got to get back and try to get off the phone and get recovered and get ready for Thursday.
Drake, I just want to ask you real quick about the fan support that you received yesterday down there. How much did the support of the thousands of Patriots fans that traveled to Tampa mean to you? I mean, whenever you guys scored or made a big play, it was loud on TV, and those MVP chants afterward must have really meant something to you.
It's awesome. I think every week they're traveling. They're traveling well. We travel well. I think we've had a history of traveling well. They're down there every week, and we're giving something to cheer for, and I feel like our whole side was basically Patriots fans, so that was awesome to see, and can't thank our fans enough. They've been a huge part of it. We got to keep going, and they got to keep showing up for home and away.
Speaking of things that must be nice to see, you've always said, get the ball to your guys because they're better with it than you are. Yesterday, you get it to Kyle Williams. He goes 70. You got Henderson with a couple 50-plus yard touchdown runs. Must be nice to just get it to those guys and kind of watch the back of their jerseys as they run down the field.
Yeah, I mean it when I say it. Them guys are fast. I think we had three of the I think we had the three top fastest players of the whole weekend. So that was awesome to see. Awesome for those guys, and just looking forward to them keep making plays.
So, Drake, looking forward now, integrating, in the absence of Ramondre and Kayshon Boutte yesterday, integrating the speed and the home run threats of Kyle Williams and Travion Henderson. What kind of a difference could that make for your offense going forward? And also, did you get a chance to talk with Coach Vrabel after Travion's second touchdown? Because I think he looked back to you saying, take a knee, and Coach Vrabel was like, no, go ahead and score. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's anytime it helps us out with a one-play, 70-yard drive for a touchdown, that's nice on everybody. I think the Travion's was a two-play, 65-yard drive for a touchdown. So that helps out everybody, especially those big guys up front for blocking. And it just really makes it fun. It makes it fun, the long trot down there to the end zone when those guys score for me. So it's awesome. We have as many of those as we want as we can get. And then, Coach Vrabel, I think, it was a tough scenario. They had two timeouts left, so I think Travion looked back and, whatever he saw, I think he said he may have saw one of our teammates, so that was pretty funny.
Drake Maye here with WEEI Afternoons on a Patriots Monday. Drake, obviously you're a young quarterback, so every stadium or experience or situation you're learning from as you go here in year two. I was wondering, with the rain early on yesterday, were the conditions an issue throwing the ball, or what was that like early on there in those conditions?
Yeah, I mean, the rain a little bit. We have usually rain balls and footballs that are non-rain footballs, but I just got to make better throws in the rain. I feel like I was still spinning it all right. Just got to make better throws in that first drive.
So, Drake, each and every week you present a different game plan, and you go up against different defenses, different schemes, different coordinators with lots of different wrinkles. And Todd Bowles has been around the NFL for quite some time, famous for some of his exotic formations and blitzes as well. What did you learn just as a quarterback, and what did you take away from the way they tried to approach you defensively yesterday?
Yeah, it's not going to be smooth sailing. Playing a coach like Coach Bowles, he's great at what he does. They do a lot of great stuff from defensively. I think just another test for me to battle adversity and keep getting back up and handling the next play. So it's an awesome experience for me, and it's great to play coaches like that, and you feel exhausted after the game.
We saw the explosiveness with Henderson and Williams of this offense, the speed, but you guys also get a little power when you bring Tonga in at fullback. I'm wondering, what's that like when he runs out there? He seems to love it. He was motioning wide yesterday. What's it like when he joins the huddle for some of those situational fullback plays?
Yeah, we all get excited. We know somebody's going to get hit hard, and I know he did it at BYU, and he's fun to be in the huddle with. So we got to use him when we can, and I think he's doing a great job.
Drake, I saw a clip earlier this morning. Former Patriots running back Damian Harris paid you a compliment. He said that you have an impressively short memory on the field, that you have an uncanny ability to move on from your mistakes, learn from them, and correct them. How do you do that, and what is your process like to sort of teach yourself that ability?
Yeah, that's this league, bouncing back from adversity, and thankfully last year got a lot of reps of doing that, and sometimes when end up on the right side of things, but just trying to use all my experiences to help us this year and know that the next play is more important than what just happened.
Obviously, this team has a lot of young guys making contributions. Full display yesterday with the big plays. But you were going to Mac Hollins early and often. You were going to Steph Diggs early and often. Great touchdown there at the end of the second quarter. What is that blend like of the young guns kind of with the old vets coming together to make plays?
Yeah, I think we got a nice blend of guys that are going to be in the right spot, making plays when the ball comes their way. I think Steph and Mac and Hunter and Hoop and those older guys have it's just nice to be in the huddle. They know, they've seen it all. They've been a lot of different offenses, have a lot of experiences, and just keep on building, chemistry with those guys, and knowing that we have some young guys that are starting to come into their own and make some plays is a nice blend. Post-game,
Coach Vrabel said that he believes you have to coach aggressively, something about, stacking chips and pushing them into the center of the pot and whatnot. But by and large, we've seen that he is a very aggressive coach, not timid on the field. Do you like that approach? Do you like the aggressive coaching and being an aggressive football team?
I think you got to love it, especially on offense, going for it on fourth down. We got to do our part in earning it, but I think I love it. You love your head coach that wants to be aggressive, and 4th and 1 going into halftime, go for it, and good things happen. I think that's what these guys have started to get adjusted to, and I think we embrace it.
I know you'll try to ignore the noise, but it's out there. I know you're on some social media. Everybody, Damian Woody, former Patriots, says the road through the AFC comes through Foxborough. A lot of Super Bowl predictions all of a sudden. What's your reaction to the Patriots suddenly being the team to beat in the National Football League?
Yeah, we got to worry about the Jets on Thursday night. It's any given week in this league. I think they just play well on Sunday. So we got our hands full and know that it's 1 week at a time in this league, and things can change quickly. So that's our focus.
I know the support was great on the road yesterday, Drake, and has been whenever you guys have been on the road. I mean, you guys are real road warriors. You're 5-0 on the road. But last week, following the Falcons win, you had a heck of a week back home as well. There was that great ovation when you spoke at Bryant University, and then you got to sit courtside with Will Campbell at a Celtics game. How was all that?
Yeah, I think just trying to be out and just try to embrace some of the fan base. I think trying to be myself and embrace being a starting quarterback for the New England Patriots is such a blessing. I'm so fortunate to be in this position. I know I can make a lot of people's day of saying hello or trying to support. So just trying to do what I can and continue to get out of the community. And Boston and New England area has been awesome. It's been awesome coming up here since the day I got here. The fans have been great. So just going that forth and just keeping in mind that still winning games is the number one priority.
You've touched on it a couple times, but Jets Thursday night, short week. What are the challenges of the short week? Is it just less preparation? Do you have to squeeze it all in, find a way? And is it mental, physical? How does that all come together?
Yeah, less preparation, less time to recover and feel back up to 100%. So it's gonna be tough. We got to try to know the opponent as best we can going in Thursday, and luckily we're at home, so I think that'll help us out.
And are you ready to rock those sweet new uniforms? You get to wear the rivalry uniforms, the Nor'easters, on Thursday night on Amazon against the Jets.
Yeah, I think those are pretty sweet. So we took some pictures of us in a boat or something back in the off season. So I didn't even remember when we were wearing them until somebody told me this week. So they're looking forward to it.
All right, let's bang these out. It's your favorite time of the interview. It's may or may not.
May or may not. It's time for a weekly peek. Inside the likes, loves, mind, and style of New England's quarterback.
May or may not.
May not! On WEEI Afternoons.
So the first one, I don't know if you've even done it. I haven't really paid attention, but post-game jersey swaps, may or may not.
May, yeah, I have done some post-game jersey swaps, usually with some old North Carolina teammates. I've done that, and I think it's one of the cool things in the league, paying respect to somebody who you played with in the past or you like their game.
Okay, Drake, I saw something on the socials. I think you were doing something maybe with like Abercrombie and Fitch or something. So I'm curious, may or may not going clothes shopping for yourself?
May not. No, I don't do much of that. Most of my life was hand-me-downs from my brothers, and now it's my wife shopping for me. So I got no style anyway.
So this is your second season in New England. I'm wondering, have you picked up on how popular foliage is and seeing the leaves change? So fall foliage, may or may not.
Yeah, may. I think I'm a fan. My brothers are. One of my older brothers is a huge fan of it. So getting out on the golf course and seeing some of the foliage is cool. So I'm been a fan up here of the foliage. It's pretty cool.
All right. Well, since you seem to pull rabbits out of a hat all the time and are able to make things appear when people least expect it, magic and illusion. Are you a fan of magic, may or may not?
I think may not. I think it's cool when you see him, but I think it's always just sleight of hand or something. Some of the illusion stuff with kind of the mentalists and the guys going around where they're guessing all this stuff from you. It's hard to believe, but I know they got something up their sleeves.
So we found out that you like pumpkin spice. I'm a big eggnog guy. Eggnog may or may not.
I think may not. No, I stay away from eggnog. More pumpkin.
All right, and I'm not sure if you caught this earlier, but Joe Flacco said a couple of weeks ago that when he was a rookie, he thought eating alone was something only sad people did, but now he thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. So dinner alone may or may not.
Ooh, I think may. I think I'm not opposed to it. I'd rather obviously be with other people, but I'm not opposed to eating alone.
All right, time now for the quarterback question of the week, which is brought to you by Northeast Men's Health, the experts in treating men's sexual health with 6 New England offices, or at northeastmenshealth.com. This quote QB question of the week comes from Matt in Somerset, and he says, "You've talked about your interactions with your brothers a lot, but what role does your dad, a former quarterback himself, play not only in your life, but in terms of your career development?"
Yeah, my dad's been there since the beginning. He always wanted, I think, he wouldn't say it, but he always wanted us to play quarterback, and ended up being the last one with me. So he's been huge, being able to play at the college level, and he had a short time in Tampa Bay, actually, early on after college playing quarterback. So just seeing his experiences, just seeing his about life, and, being a dad and being a dad of 4 boys. So he's been a huge part of just keeping me humble and also being one of my biggest fans. So him and my mom have been great. They come to, pretty much every game, and they love it.
All right, Drake, appreciate the time. Congrats on another road win. Good luck on the short week and against the Jets on Thursday night.
Sweet. Thank you, guys. Go Pats.